Rhys, you obviously weren't expecting this ahead of the Sunderland game.
It's a shock. Absolutely, it's a shock. But it's also football. So it's something that, first of all, before I start, I want to pay my respects to Mark. Who's obviously been an incredible manager for this football club, but he's also been a brilliant person to work with. So yes, it's an absolute shock. It's something that we've had yesterday to process, but then football, there's another game tomorrow, and a big game. So that's where our full focus has to go on to.
Yeah, because obviously a number of coaches, and you like one or two others have come in. How well has it worked with you working with Mark, would you say?
Totally loved every moment of working with Mark. Like I say, he's a fantastic person as well as a brilliant manager, like he's been for the football club. So it's been a brilliant opportunity to work with him. But like I say, this situation's happened now, and I've been asked to lead the team, and I'll do my best with that for as long as I'm needed to do so, which starts tomorrow at Sunderland. We'll train today, we'll travel up, and go straight into the game tomorrow.
I guess you sort of win and lose together, don't you? So when as a team, when you lose, you're all disappointed.
Absolutely, it's a competitive sport. We want to win, and it hurts when we doesn't. So that's why our full focus is on a good performance and hopefully result tomorrow. And
I guess you haven't had too much time with the players, with having played on Wednesday and you've got the long trip tomorrow. How much time have you had with the players?
Well, the process is we were due to be in yesterday anyway, so we were in yesterday. The lads that played recovered, the lads that didn't play trained, and they trained really well. And then we go into today. So, we'll train, like I say, outside today. We're prepared. The staff around are fantastic. We're prepared for the game ahead. So we'll do a little bit of light work today, some meetings, and then go straight into the game tomorrow.
I guess players react in different ways. I mean, you gauge what sort of reaction, what sort of feeling there is among the players?
I think any human dynamic like that, there's so many different people, so many different personalities, but certainly when a shock initially. But like we said, we've kind of had to come to terms with it quickly because we can't feel sorry for ourselves going into the game tomorrow. It's a big game, and we all want to do right by Coventry City Football Club, which is ultimately why we're all here.
And the frustration overall, you had two really good performances against Luton and Middlesbrough and then weren't able to do it against Derby. Can you put your finger on why there's that little sort of inconsistency?
My full focus is on tomorrow. That's we want to go forward with that. We want to be positive going into tomorrow. So that's where my full focus is going forward.
At least it's a nice, easy game for you.
That's why we get into football, isn't it? If we don't think we've got a chance, there's no point in going, and we're going to be going. So, that's why we get into this sport.
They've kept a few clean sheets the last few games, Sunderland. So is the challenge going to be to try and break them down?
They're a good team. They're top of the league because they're doing well, but we've got good players as well. So we're going to go there full of belief, confidence, and have a go at the game. I
know you won't want to give too much away, but do you sort of start afresh in a way in terms of tactics and picking the team?
There's obviously lots of ideas in my head at this moment in time, but I'm not going to be giving anything away here too much. You'll be able to see that tomorrow.
And who's sort of working closest with you? Obviously you've got George and you've got Mark there. I mean, are you sort of making these decisions together, or was it down to you?
All the staff here are brilliant. So coming to the football club in the summer, as you know, and one of the first things that blew me away is the people at this football club are fantastic. There's a lot of people that really care about the football club. I've been asked to take this game tomorrow, and I'll do that to the best of my ability, and that's how I'll approach it, and that's how all the staff are approaching it. Coaching staff, the guys in the kitchen, the analysts, the sports science. There's a lot of care and people that want this club to do well, so everyone's in it.
I know it's not what you wanted, but is it quite an exciting challenge for you? You've got it?
It's not about me. I've been asked to do a job for Coventry City, going into the game tomorrow, and then we'll go day by day after that, but that's my full focus.
As you said, it's football. I mean, have you ever been in this position before, this sort of position?
There's so many different experiences this game can throw at you, isn't there? So many different ones. So yes, things like this have happened in the past, with managers changing and managers going, but the game's still coming, and that's where we'll be focusing on for tomorrow.
And right at the start, you pay tribute to Mark. Do you think the players will want to get a result for him, if you like?
We want to get a result for ourselves. We want to get a result for the football club, and whatever drives individuals to be individually motivated to go to perform, that's fine. As long as we can perform individually and collectively, that's what we're after.
And in terms of the squad, you obviously lost Josh Eccles to suspension. Any of the injured players likely to be back?
There's one or two that we're going to get on the grass today. Again, I don't want to give too much away going into the game. Try and keep our cards close to our chest a little bit. But yeah, things are kind of going in a positive term with the injuries. So yeah, we've got fingers crossed on one or two.
So the squad has been a little bit stretched. I mean, 6 players out accounted were out for the Derby game, so you've been a bit stretched a bit, aren't you, squad-wise?
Stretched, but every team's got them. Sunderland have got plenty of injuries. They've got suspensions. That's the game. This league is thick and fast, isn't it? So every club's got them. We have to manage with them the best we can.
Yeah, I think so. And like you say, I think the first thing anyone thinks about, the first person anyone thinks about when they think about Coventry over the last few years is, you know, obviously Mark Robbins has been the face of it. So you say you never, when someone's been here so long, you never think that, excuse me, the day's going to come, and it's, you know, it's strange it's difficult to imagine it without him, you know. So they say it's difficult few days for everyone, obviously fans, players, staff, but like I say, football moves on quickly and we need to make sure that we're ready for the weekend.
Yeah. Do the players, when a manager goes like this, they feel any sort of sense of responsibility?
Yeah, look, I think any time a manager loses his job, it doesn't reflect well on anyone, because ultimately it means things aren't going as well as they should be. So the same way, you know, we're a group, players and staff. So when things are going well, that's because everyone's doing things right. When things don't go so well, everyone has to take their part of the responsibility for that as well.
Yeah. You've obviously been out for a few games. Does that make it in a way a bit harder that you haven't been out on the pitch?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you feel, obviously, you feel like you've sort of let him down in a way because you can't contribute, but injuries are part and parcel of it. But obviously, it's definitely harder to watch the games than it is to play in them. You know, you just say you want to contribute. When things aren't going so well, you want to be there, and obviously you want to be there fighting. But you know, it's say injuries part and parcel. It's just probably come at the worst time for me, really.
Did Mark get a chance to speak to the players before going or not?
No, I spoke to him on the phone yesterday, but he didn't address us yesterday. We obviously had a meeting when we got here, but obviously his meeting was before that.
In terms of your injury, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Progressing well, so I'm hoping over the worst of it now. Hopefully won't be too far away. So things are going well, and hopefully everything being well between now and the next couple of weeks, hopefully not too far away.
Yeah, the international window, I guess, helps you a bit, does it?
Yeah, in terms of that timing, obviously we've done it before the last break. Obviously got this break coming up, so there's 2 weeks either side there where there's no game, so I've not missed as many games as I would have at a different time of the year. So from that point of view, it could have been worse.
The team have got to go up to Sunderland. How do you think they'll react on the pitch?
Yeah, that's what I touched on there. Really, it's obviously there's a lot of emotion and feeling. People are going to feel different ways about the news, but in terms of the lads, they're going to have to park it as best they can for a couple of days, and go up there and give a performance. So fans will go out and go up and sell it out like they always do. Obviously, Rhys is going to come in and take the team. It's important everyone gets behind him. It's obviously a new scenario for him as well. So it's important that he gets the backing, while he's taking the team. And like I say, we'll go up there and sell it out. The fans will deserve a performance, and it's up to us to stay professional and give that.
Rhys, of course, came in the summer. What sort of impression has he made?
Yeah, no, he's been good. He's been dynamic. He's got some really good ideas. Obviously, he hasn't got a load of time to work with the team with the midweek game and stuff. Only a couple of sessions. Well, only today really. But I'm sure it's just important that the lads get behind him, which I'm sure they will do, and hopefully we go up there and get a result.
Yeah, of course, one feature of Sunderland is they've got a goalkeeper well for the last 3 games, kept 3 clean sheets.
Yeah, no, obviously Si, he's a great lad. I know him from my Brentford days as well, so I've known him for 10-12 years. Obviously difficult 18 months towards the back of his time here, but one of the best teammates you could ever come across. So just made up to see him doing well. Obviously doing well in a team that's flying at the minute as well. So on a personal level, I'm really pleased with Si.
As one of the senior players, do you feel a bit of a responsibility now to help the younger players perhaps that haven't experienced this sort of thing so much to help them through?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's probably one of the reasons I'm sat here is I've been through it before, whereas some of the lads, this will be the first time. You know, the way football is now, I'm pretty sure it won't be the last, but you know, it's just important for them, like you say. There's going to be a lot of emotion around it, which is understandable, but you know, like I say, we've got a job to do. We need to try and park it as best we can, carry on, and make sure whatever their role is come the weekend, they carry it out as best they can.
Will you make the journey to Sunderland, or you got to stay in?
I've got a session to do tomorrow here, so yeah, that's it'll be another step in the right direction for me tomorrow. Progressing nicely, so yeah, probably the better thing for me to do is just stay here and get fit as quickly as I can.
Great, thank you.
Jack, who broke the news to the players?
We had a meeting with Doug yesterday, so obviously we came in, staff are here before us, so you could sort of sense something's going on, and then as soon as everyone was here scheduled for the scheduled time, Doug had a meeting with us in the gym. So they say you come through the door, you can sense something's not right, and then obviously it was confirmed by Doug.